Hello, good afternoon. Please be seated. Oops. Welcome to the Doctor of Physical Therapy hooding ceremony. I'm Maria Altobello, the Dean of the College of Graduate and Professional Studies. And on behalf of the faculty and the staff at Franklin Pierce University, I want to welcome all the families, family members, guests, and our 51 distinguished students. I want to acknowledge that we have with us President Mooney, Provost Dumont. We also have some other faculty and staff members from other colleges. Especially I want to mention Dean Ed French, who's in the audience and came to support us because he spent so many years working with us and saw these students walk through the program. So now it is my honor to introduce President Mooney. She's a member of the class of 1983. She's the first alumna and first female president of Franklin Pierce.
Thank you, and good afternoon. For many of you, as parents and family members and friends, and even for our students, this afternoon may be your first visit to Rindge, New Hampshire. So I am especially delighted to welcome you to Franklin Pierce's main campus for this momentous occasion. Congratulations, graduates. As you transition from students to alumni, please know that you are always welcome at Franklin Pierce University, here or at any of our academic centers, and we hope that you consider this university your academic home always. So this week has been filled with myriad pre-commencement celebrations. Wednesday night, after inducting students into honor societies, the College of Graduate and Professional Studies and the College of Business held a festive reception at our beautiful Manchester Center, which is the home of our DPT program. This morning, our Rindge undergraduates, the students on this residential campus, held their annual and traditional senior breakfast with faculty and staff. And later today, we'll return to this venue for the traditional baccalaureate ceremony. But our purpose in this moment is to revel in a tradition, a significant academic ritual, the doctoral hooding ceremony. Since the inception of our Doctor of Physical Therapy program, we have graduated and hooded just about 700 students. This year, we celebrate 81 graduates in the class of 2018, 30 from Goodyear, Arizona, whom we hooded in March, and 51 from our Manchester program today. We prefer to hold this ceremony as a distinct celebration for hooding because it provides us with a little bit more time and attention to recognize the accomplishments of those who have earned the university's highest degree. As is a long-standing tradition at universities around the world, the actual hooding today of students will be done by their faculty as a symbolic passing of the guard from one generation of doctorally prepared individuals to another. Academic ceremonies like this hooding ceremony are imbued with symbolism, and this is most evident by the robes we wear and by the colors of the hoods our students will leave wearing today. The colors inside the hood today are the colors of Franklin Pierce, also affectionately known as Raven Nation. So those are your crimson and gray colors. The teal border represents the discipline of physical therapy. The length of the hood is also significant because as doctoral graduates, your hood is longer than master's students and bachelor students and associate degree students, and you've earned it. You have earned it. As a class, you're known for your adventurous spirit and community service ethos. Your faculty are confident that you will provide excellent care and improve the health of our society through your commitment to the practice of physical therapy. We congratulate you and your faculty and your family members who supported you throughout this life-defining journey. They are no doubt as happy and as proud as you are. Franklin Pierce University shares in your pride. Thank you. Congratulations.
Thank you, President Mooney. I want now to introduce Provost Dumond, who will say some words to the audience. Thank you.
Good afternoon. As President Mooney and Dean Altobello already said, I would like to thank you for attending today's ceremony. As a provost, I am always interested in the quality of our academic programs and the students that we graduate. And I can say with confidence that this is an exceptional cohort. The 51 students being recognized here today have an average age of 27, with a range of 24 to 35. They join us from as far away as California, Wisconsin, Utah, and the state of Washington. This class has successfully completed a total of 159 clinical experiences during their third year, with experiences ranging from pediatrics to centurions and across the continuum of care. These clinicals took place locally in New Hampshire, Vermont, and Maine, as well as more exotic locations such as Alaska, Hawaii, and even Australia. Their research project topics were expansive and ranged from recommendations for rest versus activity after concussion to do kitchen sink exercises improve functional balance in the elderly. I wonder if the latter was with or without a dishwasher. Regardless, all of the students should be commended for their excellent research projects. In closing, please join me in celebrating the experiences and accomplishments of these 51 Doctor of Physical Therapy students being recognized here today. Congratulations.
Thank you, Provost Dumond. I want to introduce now Dr. Mary Palaima, the Director of the Physical Therapy Program. She will be proceeding with the presentation of the hoods.
Class of 2018, we are delighted to see you here. We have missed you being on campus the past few months as you were doing your clinicals, and we're very, very proud of you being here today, and we're happy to have some time with you. It was an intense and demanding 2.5 years of schooling, wasn't it? We commend you for your perseverance of your studies, the care you provided to your patients, and most of all, your support of each other. The faculty recognize you as a caring group of people. You helped each other get through the program. You helped each other succeed. And we're sure that you form very strong relationships and friendships that you'll carry around with you for your life. The faculty also view your class as very, very, very special. It was an honor for us to be able to work with you, and we thank you for all you contributed to our program. Do I process right into the... Okay, so we will process right into the hooding. Okay. Dr. Angelo Hamdi Abelatif. Brendan Michael Akins. Lauren Marie Andella. Lauren Marie Anderson. Luis Bava. Jordan Billings. Charlotte R. Black. Patrick Ryan Braille. Sarah Nicole Brenner. Jake Thomas Broccolo. Stephen Richard Brust. Casey Isabel Bryson. Becca Dawn Carlson. Christopher S. Chapman. Molly A. Copeland. Erin Michelle Donlin. John T. Dosha Jr. Laura Elizabeth Dowdy. Jordan Alexandra Fair. Brian J. Fang. Marina Gakavi. Samantha Marie Gonzalez. John Gross. Jeremy William Hagedorn. Evan D. Healy. Jordan Joseph Hendricks. Kelsey Hopper. Connor Ross Hyde. Tracy Marie Keene. Rachel M. Kelly Martin. Kenneth James Craigling. Not here. Vincent Anthony Lau. Renee Elizabeth Levy. Joseph David McNichol. Donovan Harris McKelvey. Javi James Manano. Alex Christopher Mora. Mitchell James Modsdell. Christine Michelle Nat. Adrian E. Olney. Sasha M. Parquin. Casey L. Parkman. Haley Page Perrin. Alexander Ross Lindholm Perot. Ashlyn J. Rockwell. Daniel James Renz. Dylan George Sauer. Leah Danielle Scheckman. Gabrielle Marie Simoneau. Molly Rose Up. And Caitlin Elizabeth Violet. Just a few more minutes here of making some presentations. We have some outstanding students. As we mentioned, this class has been pretty remarkable, but we have 3 outstanding student awards which we'd like to confer now, and Dr. Cleland will present the first award, which is for the Outstanding Student Award. After that, we will have 2 other awards.
Thank you, and I appreciate everybody joining us here in Ringe at this beautiful campus today. So, it is with great pleasure that I get to announce the Outstanding Student of the Year for the DPT graduating class of 2018. While it was a very tough decision for the faculty, I do not think this year's recipient will be a surprise to anyone. So I've decided to ask this individual to join me on stage while I list the many reasons as to why they were the one selected for this prestigious award. So, Rachel, please come forward. So the faculty of the Doctor of Physical Therapy program has selected Rachel Kelly Martin as the 2018 Student of the Year. Early in her first year as a DPT student, Rachel showed herself to be a young woman of high intellect, high energy, and high enthusiasm for the profession of physical therapy. At the completion of her first year in the program, she applied for and was easily awarded the competitive position of Research Graduate Assistant. During the following year, she worked 20 hours per week on many research projects with faculty, going above and beyond expectations, all while maintaining stellar grades and still finding time to compete in triathlons. In addition to her work as a GA, she continued to excel academically. Her capstone research project was titled Reliability of Modified Adherometer and Pressure Algometer in Measuring Normal Abdominal Tissue and Cesarean Section Scars. She presented this work as a platform presentation at the 2018 American Physical Therapy Association's Combined Sections meeting in New Orleans in front of hundreds of attendees. Rachel was the first student ever to present a platform presentation at Combined Sections meeting from Franklin Pierce University's DPT program. Her study has also, There's still more things to clap about in the next minute or so. This study has also been accepted for publication, where Rachel is the lead in the Journal of Bodywork and Movement Therapies. Rachel is also collaborating with me and Dr. G on a book chapter entitled Clinical Neuromusculoskeletal Pain Syndromes of the Thoracic Spine, which has an anticipated publication date of late this year. Rachel's accomplishments are not just academic in nature. She has the makings of an excellent clinician, as the clinical feedback during her third year was outstanding, achieving entry level or beyond on all evaluations. One clinical instructor wrote us the following unsolicited note. Rachel is a very impressive young woman with a great deal of potential. Every once in a while, I meet someone who I feel could be a real mover and shaker in the profession down the line. She is one of these individuals. If she maintains her current level of motivation and interest, the sky is the limit for her. Prior to entering physical therapy school, Rachel showed a strong desire to give back to the world. Among her many activities, she did a research fellowship in Ghana on sustainable education and experiential learning methods. She taught English in an orphanage in Rwanda and served as a volunteer administrator for the American Red Cross. On a personal note, I have some unique insight to some of the intangible qualities that make a large contribution to Rachel's potential for success. Her integrity is impeccable. She's a type of individual who, when she says she will do something, you can always count on it being as good as done. I have no doubt that Rachel has the intellect, passion, motivation, and skills to make a lasting contribution to the profession of physical therapy and enhance the quality of life of thousands of patients. And she will be greatly missed, so congratulations, Rachel. Next, Dr. Ann Coventry will approach and give out 2 other awards to the group of 51 here in front of us.
All right. I just have to tell you, I did tell you Hooding was my favorite day. This is why. You've worked so hard, we're so proud of you, and here we are, with all of your family and friends and your faculty who are now your colleagues. So I have an award for the Outstanding Clinician of the Year. I'm going to read the first part, and then I'm going to call up our Clinician of the Year. Each year, the clinical education faculty chooses one student who has consistently demonstrated exemplary clinical performance during their final year of the DPT program. The transition from didactic learning to clinical performance can be challenging. This award is based upon the information received on their clinical performance instruments and directly from clinical instructors during midterm site visits as well. The student chosen this year was rated consistently on all 3 of their challenging experiences at entry level or beyond entry level by the clinical instructors. The student had rotations as at an inpatient acute rehabilitation hospital, a skilled nursing facility, and a complex outpatient hospital-based clinic where she worked alongside senior clinicians, including FPU faculty. The faculty performed, yes, it is you, performed midterm calls or visits for all 3 clinicals and received glowing reports each time from her clinical instructors. Charlotte, will you join me on stage, please? Yeah, stand right here. Okay. So sharing the word of each of her clinical instructors. She's very teachable, a great listener, dedicated, pleasant, has a willingness to challenge herself, does a great job, and thanks for all your hard work. She demonstrates a willingness to learn and quickly applies feedback, has self-initiative, is respectful, prompt, and liked by staff. She has the ability to allow a patient to feel comfortable and trust her, including patients with difficult behaviors, personality disorders, and dementia. She maintained a full entry-level caseload. Her strengths are documentation, charging, manual skills, exercise progression, etc. patient education, motivation, all while being excellent, warm, caring, and funny. Having served as a great ambassador of Franklin Pierce University's DPT program, it's with great pleasure that we present the Outstanding Clinical Student of 2018 to Charlotte Black, as she was able to demonstrate exemplary clinical skills at each of her final clinical experiences. Congratulations, Charlotte. All right. Although not listed on our program, we instituted this award last year, so we need to remember to correct this in our program for next year. This is the Student Service Award. This student arrived at the program eagerly embracing the role of full-time Doctor of Physical Therapy student. They took to heart and lived the mission of Franklin Pierce University, which finishes with this sentence: "We prepare students to become confident, knowledgeable individuals and leaders of conscience," as well as the final sentence of the DPT program mission, which states, "They contribute to society and the profession in practice, teaching, administration, community service, and the discovery and application of new knowledge related to physical therapy. They embrace this role while being a full-time single parent." Come on up, Adrian. During her 10 terms of enrollment, she served as an active member of the board of the FPU New Hampshire PT Association. Her class was charged with identifying a class project, and while at the Abilities Expo in Boston, learned about beach wheelchairs and the fact that New Hampshire beaches had none. She suggested this as a worthy project, and in conjunction with SMILE Mass, SMILE stands for Small Miracles in Life Exist, partnering with them, she spearheaded the project to raise funds with her class and the class of 2019, starting a GoFundMe page and raising over $11,000 to donate 5 beach wheelchairs to New Hampshire state beaches. It wasn't as easy as just raising the funds and buying the wheelchairs, because there was a problem in New Hampshire where she actually had to work through the legislature with SMILE Mass in order to get the Executive Council to approve the donation of the beach wheelchairs to 3 of the Seacoast beaches and 2 of the state park lake beaches, which happened last July. We proudly present the Service Award to this student who embodied our program and university missions and elevated our community service efforts to a much higher bar. Congratulations, Adrian Olney. I also have the honor of welcoming our graduates as physical therapists now, and I ask all physical therapists in the audience to rise as we say the physical therapy oath, which is found on the 3rd page inside the program. Please raise your hands. I pledge to hold faithful to my responsibilities as a physical therapist, to use the highest science and art of my profession at all times, to exercise judgment to the highest degree of which I am capable when determining treatment to be offered, to refrain from treating when it will not benefit the patient, to always place the welfare of my patients above my own self-interest. I pledge to uphold and preserve the rights and esteem of every person placed in my care, to hold in all confidence in trust, to exercise all aspects of my calling with dignity and honor, and commit myself to the highest ideals of service, learning, and the pursuit of knowledge. These things I do swear. Congratulations, doctors of physical therapy.
You may be seated. Before we conclude the ceremony, I would like to remind attendees to remain in their seats. The platform party will lead the recessional, then we will be followed by the faculty and the students, the graduates, and the guests, and then they will return to the platform to get their pictures taken. So at that time, the guests are invited to take as many pictures as they can or they want. So just as Dr. Coventry said, commencement season is my favorite time of the academic year because it's the time when we celebrate the culmination of the roads that have brought you here to this point. This is a big milestone in your learning lives. Celebrate this day with all those who have supported you and those who challenge you through this journey. And when the road ahead seems steep, just go back and remember this day and find that strength to face the challenges that you will certainly face in the future. On behalf of the faculty and the staff at Franklin Pierce University, congratulations, DPT class of 2018, you made it. Now the students may please stand, rise.